We should be live. What's up, my beautiful people, and welcome back to another live stream where today I don't really know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some stuff. Shout out to Gilmahar, Max, and Super Pauku for being up bright and early over on the YouTube chat already. Okay, everyone is here again. Mike 10 is here. Winner Joner is here as well, and Alba. Ooh, Moxen as well. So, okay, I'm just gonna get this out of the way now, because I think we're going to get questions about it throughout the stream. So if people come into the stream later, you just shout at them, go to the start of the stream, okay? So we're gonna take a look at SteamDB stats for MMO98's demo, because like some stuff has been going on here as well. So let's filter out past the Steam Next Fest. This is post Steam Next Fest. We have still been having, like, this was, I think, the day after Steam Next Fest. I was like, okay, there's still a drop-off effect. And then now we're suddenly going up again. Okay, whatever. The big question everyone is always going to ask is, what the fuck are our wishlist numbers? So I'm just going to get that out of the way now. We are currently sitting at about 300 wishlists a day for the last 3 days, which brings our total to 12,800 wishlists at this point. Actually, I think if I refresh, yeah, 12,808 wishlists. Okay, we have that out of the way now. I think it's pretty good. It's better than I expected, because we still, once again, do not have content creator coverage. But I don't want to keep repeating this the entire live stream. Yeah, so I think that's it. Bro, the bag is secured. I don't know, Mike 10. I still don't feel like it. But I still feel like I'm going to wake up tomorrow and this line is just going to go thunk immediately down, basically. But yeah, United States seems to still be by far the #1 country as well, which is nice. So the game clearly found a niche. So another 15,000 wishlists before launch, assuming no outside boosts. I think the mod is wrong there. No. Yeah, it's 30. Okay, no. So it's like 43 times 300. Yeah, 12,000. I don't think we're going to keep this rate. I hope we're... I don't know, honestly, okay? We take what we can get and we keep at it, basically. So, those are wishlist stats. A second thing, I was actually reading... I want to get your guys' opinion on this. I should also ask William, but William is enjoying some vacation right now. So I'm gonna leave him for a bit. I was reading this article from Chris Sikowski, Benchmark. How much money can you make from DLC? It's a whole bunch of statistics and blah, 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 whatever. Who cares about all of this shit? Anyway, the summary. I did actually read the article. Don't worry. I'm not that evil. So based on the actual DLC sales data, my conclusion is that most Diamond and Gold games should launch with at least a soundtrack and a supporter pack. Diamond and Gold games. So let's take a look at the benchmarks of so far. How many wishes will I earn when I launch my Steam page? We were at like, well, I mean, we were at a lot, but that was kind of with how to market the game. We're currently still, I think, in the drop-off. I would say we're in like gold range as well. Medium playtime for demo is over the gold, is in the gold range as well. Steam Next Fest wishlist is gold range as well. Wishlist at launch, okay, we're not at gold range yet. Basically, these signs point towards we are kind of like a gold thing. Have you thought about getting a publisher for it? No, we're just gonna ship it. So this says, okay, most Diamond and Gold games should launch with at least a soundtrack and a supporter pack. We actually have a soundtrack. That one is, I think I can just look up MMO98. So soundtrack we have, and we actually do have a bundle planned as well of like main game plus soundtrack. Supporter pack, on the other hand, that's something that I kind of want to like brainstorm a bit with you guys. DLC might not always be yield money, but it's a very high return on investment. So I was looking at horror plans as an alternative. Lock disable CRT behind supported pack and ship it. That's kind of what Horror Plant did in this case, where they have a supporter pack, which is priced at €5, which allows you to disable the dithering shader, gives you some more portraits and custom portrait support. After I read this article, I'm like, should we maybe make a supporter pack? And some of the things that I was thinking about, okay, what do you put in here? We actually, I don't know how good I can show you this. One thing we're planning on adding, this is going to be kind of small. Is this the most I can be zoomed in? Unfortunately, it is. Norman skins, and I can't zoom in. Custom cursors is another thing, where right now, I don't know if I can change this at runtime, actually. We have some funny cursors. Okay, I want to show these, because I think it's pretty funny. Some of the stuff we pulled up. Part of me is thinking I want to keep these in the game still, in like the free tier. Give me like a second to run the game. Godot bros are already seeding right now with how long that build took. So you see right now I have kind of like a civilization style cursor. This is just... I think I can just go to project settings. I think last time I could change this on the fly and it would work. So I can, for example, throw this in. Yeah. So now I have a cat paw as my cursor. This is one of my favorites. You can have Mona Lisa pointing at like what you're clicking on. What else do we have? That's like kind of funny. This one is just cheese. You can have a cheese cursor. I have no clue how good this is going to show up actually. We have a globe. I don't know. This was kind of a very Windowsy thing. You can have a cookie. Like, we have a bunch of dumb cursor stuff, basically. You can have a hamburger. I kind of want to keep this as, like, base game. Nothing changes there. Norman skins, actually, I have as well. I was playing around with this earlier today. It's not 100% optimal yet, but if I go here to Gnome... And then I just wanted to figure out how it works, because it was a little bit of a pain. Did I not? Where did I store it? Give me a second. I also fixed the ice so it's a little bit less derpy. Yeah, so I have like... There is now a green Norman, technically. I have some other ideas. I want to make a version that's called Gnome Dolph the White and Gnome Dolph the Gray. You can keep cursors in base game and give few more in supporter pack. So that was a thing that I was thinking of as well. Most idle games only do one thing and just get an additional 5 to 10% revenue. That would be nice. Oh, I also added... I think I added... did I show this on stream? Maybe. I'm just gonna go through my my ideology. Give me a second. I just had a USB disconnect sound. I'm scared. Unity is unplugging my USB devices right now. I had the anime go from my virtual friend. We're not gonna do that. Okay, so start game. Knortom. Gnomus, maybe. But yeah, so this is the green lad. It's a little bit of weird green right now. But yeah, so customization, we now have wallpaper, Norman, and cursor. These are not functional yet, but that's the goal. I added these two beauties as well. You can now have a lion as your background, or just like a beach. I wanted to get the chess set, but I couldn't find good like CC0 chess images. Hey Drew, how's it going as well? Anyways, so that would be easy tier, extra wallpapers and extra icons or whatever. But earlier today, I also got a post here of this guy. Let me scroll down a bit. Where he asked, like, now the Neo Nonny Maker, let me drop JPEGs in a folder to use my own custom box art. And we kind of have this. William once did this for shits and giggles, where he was like, I would have free run in my game. And we actually implemented this. And I was like, William, we're not doing this right now. We have other important stuff to do. He really wants it. So now I'm like, okay, do I make it a supporter pack upgrade to add custom wallpapers? Or is that a dick move? I don't know. That's kind of what I'm sitting on. Is like work-wise, probably still shouldn't be that much time. Like expose like a folder to upload your own images. I don't know exactly how Steam DLC works. I need to talk this over with William. But that way we can do like a full set of like end soundtrack and supporter pack. Which would then, what would the supporter pack be? Like extra cursors, custom wallpapers, and maybe like a golden Norman skin. Or some other Norman thing. Custom box art and wallpapers would increase sales by 10%. Oh yeah, box art was the one as well. That we can probably, because the box art is also very simple. Let me take a look actually on 98 assets. The box art is a simple like file with just like a simple aspect ratio. If a feature is too good, hidden behind the supporter pack might get some blacklist. I don't know if it's that good of a feature though. Of like making your own wallpapers. Because I think like technically you can also just like find where this is done. So this is just a 600 by 1000 pixel PNG. And we have this folder. We have a little bit more work that goes into it actually. Wait, I mean, William can probably make it work. We have these box arts. Actually, this is very stupid. I think William could make this like automatically reload on startup. Pre-selection of wallpapers for normal and custom stuff for supporters sounds good. IMO. Maybe that is a good, fair balance. I'm going to talk it through with William. But I think it could be an easy way to get a little bit more. That's sweet, sweet revenue. I'm not going to lock the CRT filter behind the setting. That's just satanic to do that, because I did see a lot of people do play the game without CRT. So then the question is, do you price it at $4.99? What did they... Oh, damn, we're actually the second best performing bundle right now. Let's fucking go. Because I'm pretty sure that Paddle, they have 12 bundles and they're just like Steam algorithm figure it out. So this is pretty nice. Hey, Doppler Frog as well. Oh, the Paddle Royale pack. I think this is the supporter pack, right? Yeah, you get a jet ski instead of a boat, a crown, and an iced out paddle. Oh, you get like a big diamond paddle. And that's basically it. Also, you're supporting the dev. Oh, but this is only €2. Have you given any thought to bundling, or is that something you'll do closer to release? We actually have a few bundles scheduled or like planned right now. I think I'm going to leave it at the current amount of bundles on release. And then maybe after release, change a bit more. So yeah, we have the Bite Me Games collection, we have the MO98 plus OST, and then right now we have Corporate Overlords, Desktop Dictators, and Race to Profitability plans. I kind of don't want to... Okay, let's air some beef. I got like approached, for example, by this guy, Void Miner, which is another incremental game. The lad has 115 bundles. And I think at that point, the give and take balance doesn't really make sense, you know? Like, I would be giving, I think, like, that's the thing of, like, our game would probably give him more than, like, his game would give ours. Because if we don't get, like, a pin or anything like that, it's like, what are we doing here? Also, why do some of these capsules... Is this just, like, the vertical capsule stretched in squat? Some of these capsules look miserable. Put in some effort. Yeah, he just squashed. And then some of them, they did actually put effort into it. What the hell is Neuroshima Hex? I think this is a Bite Me viewer game, actually. Anyways. With engine to use, I use Unity. Use whatever you want. Hey, Toasty said this as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna like bundle with this, for example, because I think it just doesn't make that much sense. I'm gonna try to bundle with like Execute was one, because this like makes a lot of sense. Is being part of a million bundles like that effective seems really funny. I'm not sure, honestly. And then we're gonna bundle with a few other games that are going to release very similar. Your bundle will rank if it's the cheapest? Huh, I'm not sure. Maybe they changed it. I thought it was on top sales volume was the default sorting. Yeah, because Paddle and Digging a Hole currently is cheaper than Unicycle Pizza Time. I swear the Paddle Royale pack used to be more expensive. Yeah, look it up. Price history? Huh? How was it used to be 40% discount, $12.60? And then they dropped the... But why the hell were they part of the horse festival? It was top performance in the past, but now they do some combination of factors. I see. I did get in touch with the military complex guys. Okay, so it seems like... Why was this at $21? Is this the related apps? Paddle. Related apps. Do they have another one? No, it's only the Paddle Royale pack. But no way. I thought it was $5 on release. Definitely not 20. Anyways. It's changing inside the Steam special settings. They launched the super expensive supporter pack with bundle discount. Okay. I remember there was something fishy about it, but it seems like they did end up just lowering the price. I'm curious also, Mike. I'm just going to pull it up on stream. Edit store page. Special settings. By default, bundles are ordered by price, starting with the least expensive bundle for the user viewing the page. Okay, yeah, so I feel like it did change it. If you'd like to pay... Oh, because it's going to be cheaper for me than the Paddle one, because I already own Unicycle Pizza Time, probably. So that's why it's marked as cheapest. Okay. I think the customization expansion might be a good idea for the premium edition. Hey, Boreas. I hope you've had a good night's sleep. Did you just wake up, you sleepy bear, or have you been up for a little bit at this point? Got Connect by them too. Seems to work well for them, but not sure it's useful for the one that bundles. Yeah. Bundle with Aramis over my dead body. I'm joking. I don't mind that much. I woke up 20 minutes ago. Yeah. Big bad waking up at 11 in the morning as God intended. Anything but eternity. No, I think it's just a game about feeding a black hole. I'm not sure if it's gonna have like also 36 bundles. It's like, I think once again the impact for us is going to be pretty limited. And God forbid I give a single dollar to Corey toward the tea. We're not at that stage yet. Remove the cameras you have in my room, please. No, it's part of the benefits. Also, other thing, I saw this. How the hell do you get a game licensed with the TF2 Heavy and like some other characters in it? This seems to be a remaster or something. It has a stupid audience, but yeah. I feel like 5 bundles is a limit for me as a consumer before I lose interest. That's kind of what I was thinking about with MO98 as well. Of like, we're going to have the one bundle is just the Bite Me Games collection. I don't really think it would sell that much. I mean, it always still sells a little bit. Like if we go, like this is the last week. Unicycle, Pizza Time, and Pedal sold 8 units. Made us $18. Anomaly Hunters, this is Kyoto Anomaly and Overtime Anomaly combined, sold 6 copies. Japan Anomalies, this is us with another game, sold 3 copies. And then the Bite Me Games collection sold 1 copy. I think if we zoom out a little bit, okay, in the last month, it's 2 copies. Pedal bundle definitely performed pretty well. You can see like we sold a lot of units end of February. I think that's around the time. Oh, we were on discount. Both of us were on discount or something, I think. But yeah, still, this was a pretty decent bundle, I would say. I think the Anomaly Hunters bundle did perform better. Yeah, you can see, because both of our games go on discount, so you can just get like a pretty good deal because it's just stacked bundles. So yeah, that's kind of some of the updates that we've been thinking about. Oh yeah, this is new. How well will DLC sell? Median attach rate. Why does this feel like it's a typo? 1.5, 43, and 18%. These are some very weird numbers, Chris. Let's say 3%. I want to see. So let's assume, I'm not going to assume 20% conversion rate. So we have 13,000 wishlists right now. We're going to assume a 12% conversion rate. So that's 1,560 copies. And we have a bundle attach rate of, let's say, 0.03%. It's 46 bonus bundles. Let's say we get $2.99 per copy. It's like $140 bonus. Probably we can implement customization for $140. Worst case. Who doesn't want Norman with like a crown or something stupid? We can figure that out. Anyways, those were some of the thoughts I had that I wanted to run by you guys as well. It should be 4%, I guess. Yeah, but I'm just surprised that like silver is better than gold. Or I think it's based on the... Wait, actually, he talked about this. Like, if you earn between 10k and 150k, I feel like it should be 4.0%. But then it also doesn't make sense because here he doesn't add the trailing zero. It's just 18, not 18.0%. We do not have an art book. Supporter pack attach rate 6.8% for silver tier. 22%. Oh, but there's just less. So the bias is there. Soundtrack. Wow, that's pretty high soundtrack wise. And then, yeah, we're not doing expansions. Yeah, I don't see how he got to 40% based off these values. Oh, well. Just put the music in the supporter pack and call it a day. No, we have the music as a separate thing. Also, you want the music as a soundtrack on Steam because then you can do other cool stuff with it. If it's just MP3 files. So part of the appeal of having a soundtrack is that you can play it inside of Steam. So I have here now my little soundtrack like control thing as well. So I would keep those two still split, probably. But I guess we are going to be revenue maxing this now. But yeah. $1 million game studio. Let's go. I think sample size is just, yeah, 52 games with 83 DLC. I think it's just not big enough of a data pool to be 100% relatable. Track names leaked? Actually, no. Is it a good idea to put the soundtrack on Spotify too? That is something that I need to figure out with the artist still, because Bite Me Games can't upload the music to Spotify because he remains the original artist. I'm not fully sure about it, and then we need to figure out how the licensing work. I haven't talked to him about that one, but if you go to the MO98 soundtrack, you already have to put the game names public on Steam. So the Steam page, you can already see like what the tracks are gonna be and how long they are, just if you want to have the store page up. I still find it so funny that you can wishlist the soundtrack. We have 21 wishlists for the soundtrack, which I think is just so funny too. It's just such a low number. Most game OSTs are uploaded under a specific game account, I feel like. Sometimes, but not always. Like, what's the one for Hyperlight? Drifter. Do they have like an OST? Hyperlight Sleeper. Yeah, like this is also Disaster Piece is the artist. It's not the actual like game. And then they just have like albums basically. Outer Wilds is under artist. I think it's generally the standard that you do it under artist. You also have to put the artist name as like credits on the OST soundtrack store page. So yeah, we'll figure it out. We I think we can have a time countdown here. Yeah, we still have 42 days and 13 hours to figure all of this out. So we'll see how it ends. I think we should be good still. One more thing that we added, it's kind of do you have to pay royalty to the artist for sale? In our case, we bought it flat out. Like as part of the original commission was like commercial rights and then also just like have the soundtrack. It depends on how your music guy works. Some of them are like, hey, I want royalties. Some of them are like, hey, you just get everything. It depends, is what it comes down to. Like we do not have like revenue share or anything in the plan. How much revenue do you expect for MO98? At least $200. I really don't want to make any other statements on it, basically. In the meantime, you're gonna have to listen to me talk a bit about MO98. I don't think that much happened that's like super visible. Maybe one thing, we now have automation. So you can see these tiles are like automatically being staged now. And this will go through even if I'm like doing other stuff. I think this is all fine. Sequel, these two stayed the same as well. This is new. This is nothing is working here. All of these sliders and things like that, all of these buttons are 100% fake because I have not dumped this on William yet. We were missing a late game mechanic for our game. As in like, we had the world, we had the debugger, but I was like, this is not enough. We want something more for the full game. And I was just thinking, at first we wanted to do something like stock market and you can like drive up your company price, but we couldn't really make it make sense. We wanted something that kind of like, once you've automated both the debugger and the world, like late game basically, like very like more like a late game. We wanted to add like something more as like an extra revenue stream, and then like something new to do that once again you could automate later on. And I didn't know what, and I ended up with the idea of let's just take the Diablo 3 auction house, since this game is very heavily inspired by Blizzard anyway, and make you like manage your loot drops. Was the current idea. And then basically you just take a percentage. So this would be like the feed of like, oh, I sold this item, I sold this item. And you can like change like the drop rates and things like that. like this would normally be like those sliders that like you change one slider and then the 3 other sliders automatically move as well. I'm not fully certain on what I want to do with this actually. I'm gonna talk that through with William. The idea was you can like choose, or like, I'm like, am I going to ship this game, or like ship this item? Am I not gonna ship this item? And it then has like a development time as well. I think this needs to be thicker first of all, because it's like you can be like, oh, it's being under development, and it like fills up. I don't really fully know if I like this. But then the idea is like, okay, you sell all of this shit, it gets put into your escrow pending account, and then you just have like one like big button that just like ding ding ding, all of the money gets sent over to your main income as well. There's a bug here as well with the needless precision. That was kind of the idea we had. We're gonna see how much we will like keep from this version. I think it's a novel idea that like adds some more. It should also solve some of the soft locking issues. But yeah, this still needs some work. Otherwise, behind the scenes, we now have support between full and demo builds. Okay, you can't really see this because that was something that we didn't have before. So like, I think under research here, I don't know where it is. Upgrades? Yeah, upgrades. I can now change my context between demo and full. So this is the demo skill tree. This is the full game skill tree. I now just need to implement all of the different skill trees. I've been moderately procrastinating that one. And I think that's kind of... Oh no, there's one more stupid upgrade. Because I'm just working through like my big list. I mean, it doesn't look that big. I have the other side as well. I have 2 big lists. Where now we got like some of the feedback as well of like, this like town square is kind of boring. So if, well, we didn't fix it. No, RPG worlds. So we can disable this. But now they're all like, where the fuck is the ground? And then you can now like change basically depending on the game. You get like different environments. So this is like more of an elven environment. Once again, it's not really implemented yet because I'm not sure how to handle the pod finding depending on the stages and all of that, but it's a William problem. I implemented the models for him. He can figure it out from here. If you put the 2 of them together, it looks extremely cursed, but how do you ensure your upgrades are balanced and paced appropriately? I'm just gonna have to play the game a bunch. And that's the main thing. I think I showed this before, where we can actually go to settings, Twitch integration, Bite Me Games. And then if someone on Twitch sends something later, it should pop up in here. Otherwise, I think those are the main things. Thank you very much, Norman. If someone on Twitch said later, it will pop up in here. Yep, so that did just happen. Kumo Stern, good job. One of those dumb things. Cool, it did. It did indeed. So yeah, those are, I think, the main things that I wanted to talk about. And suddenly 35 minutes have passed by already. Oh, thank you very much, Kumar. Absolute cinema. Where do we go from here? Why is Thomas texting me? Okay, I'm very scared now. With that out of the way, let's take a look at Giggles and put her under the hot seat. On the hot seat. I don't know what the exact term is. I think for the rest of the stream, we're just gonna like answer some questions or like go through the improve my game thing. Original message was deleted. Although critique artist channel isn't for self-promo, I remember for more than one instance when you ask if it can distrust anyone. It's disrespectful to waste people. Is it the Bobos guy? Yeah, it's Bo and the Chest of Nightmares. You're completely wrong. The capsule has been changed and some suggestions like GIFs have been added. Go spread your hate elsewhere. For having a comment on logo difference. I do stand with you here, Zadi. I felt like he has been self-promoting a bit too much in the showcase channel as well. But I was... Can I find it, Bobo? Yeah, this was like a few days ago. Oh, it's 2 different accounts. But it's like, my dude, it's been 10 days between posts. Wasn't even that far. And this was also like 2 weeks before. This is like marketing. This is not sharing stuff. What? This is confusing. Since it's my first game, I'm here to learn and receive feedback. Thank you. This time, is this the same person? This Jeff is Chester maxing for real. I don't know. This is... They talk very differently, though. The best place to market to in game dev space. Yeah, like we have it in our like rules. Don't advertise for other games / game. Okay, no, that's not the one. Don't excessively self-promote. Okay, this is just the grot rule. Oh, self-advertising is fine when done through showcase. Please note that this should not be your main marketing approach. Yeah. So definitely, this is some words for it actually. So yeah. Bonjour Lilian. Did you sleep well? I guess you woke up 7 minutes ago. And then immediately started. What was the original feedback? Okay. I think he just crashed out and deleted the original. Yeah, original message was deleted. This was February 6th as well. I woke up at 7. Okay, you got the true grind sets. Better than Boris. Biters will do anything but work, so they may as well buy some other games. Right, Uzabi? It worked. I'm so happy. I'm so fucking... That bot configuration was the proudest thing I have done. I was just waiting for you. Is your native language Flemish or French? It's Flemish. Okay. Anyways, with that side tangent. To my defense, I work with people in the US, so I can just wake up when I feel like it. I mean, it's a Sunday as well, so let's take a look at Souls to Take. This is Giggles' itch page. Get some feedback now so that the Steam page can be better over time. There's a super short little trailer on the page, so we know what I'm doing right and wrong. I think I've made some improvements since last time I asked for feedback, but I've also been staring at this in a vacuum. Thank you for taking your time. Okay. The year is 2098. The world full of safety, dangerous commodity, and fear is entertainment. You've been selected to participate in the deadly contest where survival is dependent on your wits and perseverance. Survival horror game within the Tower of Terror. Each floor opens a new nightmare. So is this like a Mr. Beast-like? I'm not sure. Each floor offers... I'm gonna watch the trailer, I think. I'm gonna pause the music. Bomb shooby dooby. Okay. So it's a thing. So. Okay, this is a very... You could do more than 9 seconds. Okay, so first off, don't start with logo. Logo should be at the final call to action, not at the start. Okay. So you would start here. Second thing I'm missing is sound effects. the trailer has no sound effects. It's just like the soundtrack. And I think it's just... You're not explaining to me anything on here. One, what the hell is the Tower of Terror? This kind of you have been selected to participate in a deadly contest where survivors depend on your wits and perseverance. I think horror Squid Game. But this looks more like I'm stuck in an abandoned industrial complex and there's zombies everywhere. Where this feels like it's too little. Like this does not feel like Squid Game or Mr. Beast. Which feels like what you want to take this to. With like the floors and things like that. I'm still working on the core mechanics working well. Playtest will be on March 2027. Where like also the screenshots don't really encapsulate it either. It looks more like Resident Evil or Dino Crisis. Yeah, it looks more like you need to survive the apocalypse or like survive some deadly virus that has made everyone mutate versus you have to survive a cursed game show. Where I guess you're going more for like a Black Mirror also of I did not look at Torion Escape. Like a Black Mirror style thing. Oh god, there was a Black Mirror episode about like something with like live streamers and whatever, but it wasn't like this, I think. And it feels like that's not there. Is it fixed camera? I think it is. I think the level design also doesn't really, from like the limited screenshots I can see, like this maybe, but like this doesn't make sense as like a game show, basically. If it's a game show, it's more of like, you know, you expect like good lighting for like all of the cameras and whatever. And less like this. Like, I don't know, if I look up Mr. Beast Survive. God, this is a site of YouTube that God, what am I looking at? I'm not... What the fuck is this? I got pregnant at Beast Games. But like, basically, it's like, you know, it's very well lit. This is kind of like, I once was like, should I make a streamer bait game where it's just a white room that you have to survive in? But I was like, no, that's a dumb idea. Mr. Beast thumbnails give me a fight or flight response. Yeah. Oh, like, also, why do I have a gun? I think this needs a little bit of expedition or something to explain of like, why are we here? Because right now it's too little and it's too fast and it doesn't really tell me that much of exactly what the game's going to be. It could be a good game, but it doesn't explain to me what the game is going to be. What's the other video? I live blissfully when I forget Mr. Beast exists. We have some quality content, easy PS1 style traffic lights. For like our next game, I may want to do some PSX graphics. I'm just like, UV unwrapping scares me. and that's just what I'm scared of. Anyways, I hope I did not take your soul. Giggles. So yeah. Video. Okay, yeah, so this was gone. Oh, this was the Valhalla one, Moon Reader. The code I swing in with that. I have no clue what the game is about. UV, not the funniest part for sure, yeah. I'm weight painting a model right now. Be scared of that. Yeah. So what are we looking at? The other is I've been working on a couple of months nailing down an aesthetic and style since I'm not really an artist. Brother is just flexing on. Actually, is he flexing on us? Not sure. I'm at the verge of releasing the Steam page, but I want to get the trailer in it down. My trailer was too chaotic. I tried to focus on making it breathe a little more in important sections, more clear on the gameplay side. Okay, so what was it? Inspired by Paper Fields and Valhalla. Moonreader final trailer. Should I have a work in progress? No, Loya, if you have like an actual trailer, I don't want to go too deep into trailers. We're actually doing another, no, yeah, sure. We're doing a trailer roast one on, what is this? Thursday the 12th. So you're better off if you want to like actually go into it, sending it to pmg.yt/trailers. It's gonna be better. Lucky you do not need to do weight painting. I don't even know what weight painting is, I'm gonna be honest. And I think I'm gonna leave it like that as well. So yeah, let's just take a quick look because I'm curious if I can like see. Okay. Terrorist attacks and dupe bills. Is this real life? I think there was a typo here. Is this an E or a T? This is a T, right? I am sure it won't get any worse. Yeah, because this is an E. I feel like there's a typo in the trailer. Or like, you know, in the game as well. I'm sure it won't get any worse. What's your permit? Papers, please. That is very on the nose. So you have an... Okay, yeah, I can see what the coda says. So what is the actual gameplay loop? Is my question now. Is this a gameplay loop or is this... I guess the Oracle reading is the gameplay loop? Moon Reader is also the game, so maybe. Showing everything, kind of. So then you can do some... Oh, you have like reviews. And then you have spending as well. Okay, so this is the Papers, Please loop. Now you just speed up everything. Oh, this is cute. They have a cat. Oh no, the cat is gonna die. Okay. Why Steam page or some with more data for him? Oh, I think I know what you mean. Like if I look up MMO98, you mean stuff like this, right? It's because I have the SteamDB extension. So this allows you to see like extra stuff. So yeah, this one. So you can see like SteamDB rating, the lowest price. You have like easy buttons, player stats, see when the last time was there an update was, and like a bunch of other filters. I think it's a pretty easy thing to, if you want to see more. Heavy Valhalla inspiration. Yeah, I think the trailer may be taking a little bit too long before they show the actual gameplay. It takes 22 seconds before we get to the actual gameplay loop. I think if we can nail it down to like 10 or show something a little bit earlier, I think that would help a lot. Or have some sort of a cold open, especially if your trailer is 1 minute and 45. Having a 10 to 15 second cold open at the start of the trailer may be something that makes sense in this case to kind of give a very rapid overview of this is what the main gameplay loop is actually going to be like. So yeah. Game trailer, game itself looks high quality. Great. Unique game needs sound effect, yeah. Blip, blip, blip. Cat meow should be when you zoom in. Oh, yeah, so just like adding more stuff. Strong trailer already. I think the main thing is that it's kind of like not. I didn't see this one yet, but I remember the other one was way better and less confusing. Yeah. My small multiplayer language game. So this guy is Patreon, so we gotta do it. Oh, it's a video. Is there no actual game? Here. Make pun-based mnemonics with your pals to help each other remember Chinese words. For example, Yi Yuan sounds like the name Ian. God, this... So this developer has only made fucked up weird games. We played this... We tried to play this one once. And we tried to play this one once as well. It's just like your camera to play badminton. 8-minute high intensity interval training. So at least the guy is probably a little bit checked or like good. Is this a mobile game? Do I have to play it on mobile? Run game. What is this? Chinese pump bells to start. Enter your name. Oh, we're once again doing this. I don't know how this is gonna go. If someone wants to join create lobby, I'm gonna call it biters. So lobbies biters. Can other people join as well? I don't know. Where is Seamus when you need him? Seamus would own this game. Only HSK 1 is used so far. Oregon. Nobody's joining. It's all by myself today. Okay, no, Afraid is here. I do not know who Afraid is. So now we have to... Oh, I can listen to it. Please close this pop-up and try again. I think it's gonna... I think I need to run this on Chrome. If I just won't have Firefox support. Let's call myself Marnix2. And then lobby ID is biters. Okay. Maybe the audio just doesn't work.
Yi Yuan.
Okay. What is a pun that I can do with this? What's a mnemonic? This is such a weird game concept. What do I do here? This is something so lame. Okay. So do we need to wait for everyone to have submitted? Oh, now we're back onto thinking. Did it reset? No, 3 have submitted. Oh, I need to submit as well. Okay.
Nig.
This is very dangerous. Also, why
Goat. Marnix 2.
Why is this a thing? Show everyone spawns. You win. It hurts Ian. I use computer, manually typed use computer. Okay, so then we go. Shoot. Oh, this is Firefox. I'm gonna leave. Did I kill the lobby with that? Okay.
Shoo.
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 This is an easy one. Shoo. But this is not a good mnemonic. This is just what it sounds like. So you would be like the squirrel shoot up the tree. Would be like an actual like mnemonic in this case. Okay, so we're all ready now. Is he gonna show us like the list? The biters never fail to. It's stuck. I think it's dead. I think it's waiting for something that's not there. Okay. Belgium learns Chinese. Morningstar Harry. Fun fact. The wife is gone. I used to have before an ex who was Chinese but living in Denmark. So I did study Chinese for 1 year. It was miserable. I'm just gonna leave this. If you ever need a good book to learn Chinese, if you want your in-laws to hate you, you should learn using this book. This is a book on like Chinese swear words and like naughty expressions. Fun fact: the wife is gone. Cut. Yeah. So yeah, this style of book just does not exist in Japanese at all. So yeah. Okay, that was the Chinese side tangent. Ergo Hash had a comment. Okay, Ergo Hash, how do you recommend a separate Steam page for the demo? Also, are you planning to take down the demo on release? So we waited on purpose with the demo of MO98 does not have a dedicated Steam page because I did not expect people to like the demo. And it's like, I mean, that's part of the reason. So I didn't want to get bad reviews. Also, if you want to get the Steam page submitted as a demo, you need to go through the approval process again for the Steam page. And we didn't really have time for that, I think. So that's one reason. As for keeping the demo up, we are planning to update the demo and then leave the demo up after release. So yeah, we will also be releasing a completely reworked demo coming middle of April. This is basically going to be like the full game in terms of like features and bug fixes and all of that. But just like a separate thing. Sometimes you see also like the demo is just like the old demo and doesn't get updated for the full game. It depends on like how you structure the game, like behind the scenes of like, is it easy to have like a demo toggle, yes or no, basically. We're gonna leave the demo up after the full game has come out because it's also kind of just what we prefer. As in like, maybe it's not the hyper-capitalist approach, but we like having demos up. Like some games, like for example, like Military Incremental Complex, they had a demo. Oh, they still have a demo. I was spouting shit. I thought they had the demo pulled out. Sometimes you see like games that pull off the demo. Does I think a game about feeding a black hole also still has a demo. Yeah, so I think it's pretty standard to keep the demo up for a while at least. We want to do it also, once again, Chris Sikowski talked about it in one of his articles. Should you keep your demo up post-launch? Not everyone does it. I think the nice conclusion is that generally keeping a demo up generally increases the review scores. What? I think this doesn't make sense. I think review scores are better with a demo, or like refund rates are lower because people can try it out first. Not sure the top button is relevant. Yeah. So you see that as well, where some games, they take down this big green button and they move it to like this side. You can do that as well. Why the reviews are not shown for some demos, just written no user reviews, because they do not have a dedicated Steam store page. So in our case, if you look up MO98 demo, this is just the full game. And there's no reviews because there's no full game reviews because the full game isn't out yet. A game about feeding a black hole has a dedicated Steam page with like custom content and all of that, which means that they can also get reviews, basically. What do you think if a full release has not much extra content over a demo? That's my biggest fear for MO98. The thing that keeps me up at night is this visualization of, okay, we release MO98. People want it. People are interested in it. And then we get the comments of like, there's actually not much more than the demo. I'm kind of disappointed by it. Thumbs down. That is the thing that I do not want to happen. But I also know that I shouldn't like rework the entire game. That's why I'm like focusing now on stuff like, for example, well, I don't really have it open right now, but like the auction house. Like this part, because I feel like this is hopefully going to be part of the like later game progress that hopefully will make people happy of like, yeah, there is more to the game here. But this is definitely something that I do fear about. Oh yeah, we played this subject to potion influence thing. Is there anything specific? Oh, Andrew, wow, this got a lot of likes, or like not likes, but like interaction. Thank you very much, Vargas Dread, for a password is required to view this page. Oh, password is Andrew. Let's play some more incrementals. I think this is a genius like visual idea of a game, at least, where you see like those like on the top, it's like Joe Rogan interview, and on the bottom it's like the ball outer wall thing. Does it not have sound effects? Why do I click? How do I make money? Oh, I get it as they come closer. And they will never come closer than the ring. So what's the point of this? Okay, I now have 2 balls. So this is a skill tree. This severely needs some sound effects. No sound effects or music right now. Yeah, I think that is very much wishing. We have multi-level. We have ball speed, ball damage, chain lightning. So let's get some upgrades. Ah, it does immediately hit the brain juice. Are we gonna escape? I don't know. I guess the goal is to escape? No. Okay, so it's green. Let's get chain lightning. Oh. Was not expecting, by the way. Yeah. And then I can see the cooldown. I don't know what 130... Oh, this is how much gold the like chain lightning and the balls are making, I guess. Let's do more ball speed and ball damage. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a very nice concept. I think the UI is definitely the thing that's holding it back the most now. Increase chain lightning damage, chain lightning chance. We have a lot of money to throw at this. Chain lightning bounces. It's DPS, yeah. I also do not know what the cursor is supposed to do. Oh, there are 12. Okay, yeah, so some of them are green. All of them need to become green, and then I can progress to the next stage. Okay. Bro, you gotta get some sound effects placeholder in there. Yeah, and just a simple soundtrack. Also, thank you very much, Escape from World, for the follow. It quickly cleared pretty much the entire circle. Maybe the speed of the block should increase skip pressure. I think it's kind of different stages. Like once you clear the entire circle, you get to the next stage. Also, we're not there yet. We have still like this tile and then this tile are not green yet. Okay, now it's green. We still need to get this one, and then we can progress to the next level. Is there anything we can buy? More chance. Like we're so close, but it just keeps coming back faster than the balls can hit it. I think we hit it. Okay, so now we have 1 prestige point. So now is the next level. I kind of wish that was a little bit more impactful instead of just prestige points. Oh, you can... This creates gravity. Okay. It's not super clear. I guess if you tell me to look for it, I notice it. Let's get more ball speed. Wow, this increases in price a lot. 4 prestige points. Huh. It's going faster than I expected now. Ball damage. Think more juice and sound effects. And making the UI shift this balls thing to the side and give this a little bit more space for your skill tree. I need to update it more. Clearly you do. But I think the concept of like the ball breaker incremental can definitely work. It might need particle effect, something sucking the cursor in when you change gravity. Yeah, just like look like a black hole and not just a blue circle. Okay. Oh yeah, here, hold left click just to activate a small gravity field around your cursor to manipulate the trajectory of the balls. Okay. All right. Give it some sound effects, my brother. I swear I'm working on music and sounds to it. Work faster. I'm not gonna do demos. Perfect descent. Okay, we looked at some of these. Let's look at some Steam pages. I can do that. I'm looking to redesign my Steam page again. I would love any feedback and critique on the current page. The amount of wishlist ratio to visit is very low, so I assume there must be some big problems with my current Steam page. I feel like wishlist ratio to visits, I think you need more stats. 0.0 to 2 per week. Okay, that is very low. Did you play the incremental game from Brano? I played it right when he first announced it. I have not played any updated versions of it. Okay, it's a deck builder. It's a roguelike deck builder. Okay. Conquer the skies in tactical roguelike deck builder. In rogue skies, you'll assemble your crew, load 2 cannons, and defend your airship from raiding sky pirates as you blow them out of the sky. Okay. This looks okay. I wonder if it's just a genre. Because it feels like a game that got a lot of attention put into it. I mean, that's always a deck builder. This guy looks like the average biter. Ah, you can't see it. The chat is in the way. Guys, remember to breathe through your nose, not your mouth, or you're gonna end up like this guy. Okay, so why does this game have 0 to 2 wishlists a week? I think capture is like okay. Like maybe you could make like the logo a little bit bigger, but overall it feels pretty nice. Maybe a silly thing. Gotta start viewing for real. Yeah, I'm gonna make a... Let's take this capsule. I have like an idea of what you could do. For me, the art is a turnoff. I think the art is all right. It feels cohesive at least. What language does this page support? The game at least only supports English, which is already an easy W. If you change that, now of course you're gonna have to localize these as well, or you can just use H2s instead of full-on images. I think reaching the target audience is a problem for this game. I think it's also like, you know, you're making a roguelike deck builder when Slay the Spire 2 has come out at this point. It is like, we had perfection, and we're now going to add even more to it. So one stupid... Okay, so first off, let's see if I can like... It's gonna be kind of dirty, actually. I was like, let me see if I can do this quick and dirty. I think it's gonna be more dirty than quick, but okay. We'll make this work. Because this also uses the old resolution, I feel, of Steam. Okay. Oh, thank you. I just got some strawberries. They look very good. That's a hand. It's not my hand. Getting Giga mocked by Slay Fire too. Yeah. So let me get this out. So this is the original. Just have it behind it at least. I would maybe like step 1, make it a little bit bigger. Okay, this might be a little bit too big, but like the logo is surprisingly small. Remove the ship in the logo. I think that may be actually a valid approach as well. Wait, let me, or like remove the sails. If I do something like this, so that it still gives like more space. Let me try a strawberry first. Welcome to my food. This looks extremely red for some reason. It's a very good strawberry. I hope you guys are ready for the upcoming $1 versus $500 strawberry content. Okay, so that's thing number 1. Make the logo bigger. This is like the stuff I'm going to talk about now is not going to be the make or break difference for your game. It's just something that I think could be like, if you're working on the Steam page anyways, I would do something like this. Okay. Don't mind the fact that this currently looks disgustingly ugly. We're looking for like, what's the color? A little bit more like this. Okay, and let's make this 10 pixels. We have a strawberry farm near my house. I go and pick strawberries like once a week. Yeah. Marius, does your apartment have any other color than white? Yeah, you can see right here. This is kind of like brown. That's all you need. So we have this. Probably if we want to go extra crazy, we can do something like rounded rectangle tool. So it's a little bit nicer now. If you want to go and show the steampunk aspect, I am going to yoink this. We'll see how much I can make this work actually. I have an idea. I think there's actually a better way to do this. Let's look up gear icon. Perfect. Can I just yoink this? Okay, so this can stay. Let's make this smaller. Let's delete these. Let's put this like here. Or I'll put it here so my face isn't in the way. And then we can do Photoshop color overlay. And we give it this same color. Then we give it a drop shadow maybe. Give it some detail. And then probably we also want to give... We can actually just remove this. Like kind of, you know, the capsule, not the capsule, the like border helps it like stand out a little bit. Maybe with the logo as well to give it some depth. Let's try how this looks with a drop shadow. This is a bit too much. Let's make the size a bit smaller. Okay, the gear does not look extremely steampunky. I do agree with you guys there. But like, you know, if you want to like visualize the genre or like the art style, like you have a lot of gears and shit like that. You can probably come up with some other stuff like wires or whatever to put alongside the border. I think it's a dumb thing, but I am a firm believer in the border meta regardless, and I think it can help stand this out a little bit more. I guess this one should go up a tiny bit, whatever. Make the logo bigger. So we have this now. So let's just once again paste the original. So this is the before and after. So this is before, this is my after. Is this gonna be the way you're going to go to 200 wishlists a day or a week? No. It's just like something that I would try out if this was my store page. And then maybe add like a little bit more of like greebles or something on the side. So that's number one. Number two, I'm kind of missing what's special about this. The short description doesn't fully explain to me what's the gameplay, like what makes this a different style of deck builder? What's the special thing here? I don't see the special sauce really. It's time for strawberry number two. Bite Me ASMR channel coming soon. Okay. Store page is fine. I think another question is also just like, what have you been doing to market this? Rogue Sky's coming out November 5. Oh, this is a different game. It did not. Two negative reviews. I have to say, I absolutely despise the name of the game. Was someone combined freelancer with Rogue System? I have no idea what that is. It seems like Rogue Skies. Rogue Light. No, it's not freelancer. Okay. Wow, people do not like this. This is a different game at least. This is the Rogues guys. They have a press release as well. And then it seems like it just Monster Train inspired game. So I guess Monster Train is kind of the important thing. A little bit of performance here or something. I would work on making it more clear what is special about this game, because I think the art style is good enough. Malaysian developer, okay. So definitely you want to do some localization. I think explaining what makes this game better and just doing your outreach. Because people do seem to like it. I think it's just that the initial appeal of getting someone to care about the game isn't there. And then also letting people know about the game. Do you have a trailer? You do have a trailer as well. Yeah, this feels like an overall like pretty polished game. I wonder if it's just the fact that it's a deck builder that also doesn't make it good, like that great. Just a tip. Malaysia mentioned. That's where you're from as well, Mike. Let's go. Wake up. The focus interrupted for development for 10 minutes now. Let's take a look at Torion Escape. I think I know this game. Is it this one? Okay, yeah, so... Never do that again. Why, Gulmar? You don't like it when it's just a tip? It's fine. So this was the... This is... Fast-paced parkour game where nothing stops you from going forward and escaping the simulation in record time. Run, jump, and control the environment alongside a variety of relaxing drum and bass tracks playing in the background. Okay. This is just such a niche game, but like, as in an actual, like... Okay. Yeah, you're just... It does not matter what I tell you to do about the store page, you're gonna be fucked anyway. Localize your game. I think there's not gonna be that much text here. Thanks as well for the follow, Cocaine01. Make your screen, like, GIFs wider. Auto run to move forward. Switch between elements, activate the level. So this is a speedrunning game. It has nothing visually very much like appealing, I think is a big thing. It doesn't have, this is gonna be stupid. It doesn't have like anime girls or something that makes me like interested in it. Localize this. But I think no matter what, you're gonna be kind of fucked. Like I was looking at this, I think like Haste is like a very good example. Like it's a parkour game. It has a very visually appealing art style. And you just put anime girl on the capsule. Is there anime girl in this game? I don't know. You can't see her. But yeah. Yeah, my budgeting experience is a bit smaller. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to go that crazy. It will have anime girls in the sequel, perhaps. I think you just want to think a little bit longer next time about what a game I'm gonna be making, and is this a game that I should put on Steam? Is this the first game you've made? Yeah, okay, so first game you've made. Is this a dedicated Steam demo page? No. Okay, so no reviews. Do you have any discussions? No discussions. No matter how much you update the Steam page, I think it's not going to get wish lists. It needs to be in the speed. Yeah. Like, also, what the hell is story on? There's no, like, story or anything here. I think it just lacks, like, what makes this a Steam game. I actually recorded a video earlier today. It's going to come out on Tuesday. That's basically... You're the perfect example of, like... Why the fuck would you put this on Steam? Or maybe better said, you shouldn't put this on Steam. It's too late now, but this feels very much like it shouldn't be... like, you know, this is never going to give you financial success because you're just misunderstanding like what makes appeal and all of that. So what can you learn from this that you can't learn from just putting it on itch.io? Steamworks is not that crazy. Steam SDK. The Steam SDK. Maybe I'm just biased. I think putting out a game just to learn the Steam SDK is a weird, like, approach. Also, you don't even have achievements checked, so you're not even using half of the Steam SDK. I learned to manage deadlines better because I missed Next Fest because I didn't know how much wait time there is. Ah, that's extra fucked. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Yeah, you're also not using leaderboards. You're using basically none of the Steam SDK features. Yeah, I just need to figure out achievements and leaderboards still. Okay. What the hell is Stumper? Is this a biter game? I don't think there's... What is this game? I have never seen this. My wife is watching. Ah, it's Ramadan. The sun is down here already. I'm sorry. A traditional controller is strongly recommended. I didn't know you could do this. This is the final strawberry. It's a rhythm game. Okay. 2016. This is the old school style of Steam. There's just such a unique art style. Okay, anyways. Did we get anything else coming in? Nope. Okay, so it's just this. Our time will come in 2 hours. So you're based. Okay, pretty Middle Eastern country then, I guess. Fleshworks. What are these visuals? Oh, ew. Something like Biofactory. This is a biter game as well. Wow, this is a biter game with this many followers? Oh. They're kind of breaking Steam rules, but at least they put in a lot of extra efforts. How many wishlists does this look like? This is like 50k or something, no? I'm surprised. Biofactory, 23k. Okay, we just have a very weird follower to wishlist ratio, I think, for our games. Still, for just visual appeal and automation game, pretty solid, I guess. I did not expect that. Okay. Automation is part of it. Anyways, I still think if your game looks like this, I know people who play automation games generally do not care that much about visuals. But I feel like maybe you want to care a little bit more about visuals. But the concept may be pretty good. Biohorror factory automation roguelite. That's a lot of words. Defend a living heart by building organic production chains that process enemy remains into ammunition. Okay. So, yeah. This is anti-visuals. This is like Cruelty Squads. But like in a bad way. Whereas like Cruelty Squad knows what it's doing. I think the big issue is I think you need to flesh out your graphics a bit more. This was already like, yeah, we looked at a lot of these. So I guess that's the main stuff here. We have nothing to talk about anymore, lads. It's a very calm and chill stream, I feel. What are we at? Well, we still have some people watching at least. Do I need to just start some shit with people? I don't know. What's the opinion, guys, on a game about fishing in the ocean? I assume y'all saw this. I actually didn't delve into it that much. Where's the skill tree? Okay, it looks a little bit different. Start some shit, yeah. So this is a game about fishing in the ocean skill tree. This is a game about feeding a black hole skill tree. I thought it was like a like one-to-one ripoff. This is very much a ripoff, but it's a worse looking ripoff of like the icons are like overflowing in certain degrees. There's like no little cool particle back wraps. Okay. I don't know why that is a link, actually, Nullable Panda. Question, if MO98 is doing so well with wishlist-wise compared to your other games, why have 1/3 of the studio work on something entirely else? Don't you want to commit really hard on this? If you want to really get children, why don't you just get two women pregnant? And then you're gonna get your kid faster, right? Yeah, no, that's not how it works. That's kind of a problem. We would lose more time in trying to onboard an extra developer. And we would not get the benefit of this. We used to work together. Peebly Zero is like, what the fuck did I just run into? More developers on the same game does not make the game go better or faster. We've tried this a bunch of times before, and we always get the best results just by having one developer who knows everything, who owns everything code-wise, versus having conflicting stuff. And that's the thing as well. Both of them are S-tier programmers, but not that good at everything else. That's where I come in. But like, it doesn't really make sense in the case of us. Like, I wouldn't know what Thomas can feasibly do apart from just try out the game and give some feedback. And that's kind of why he's not jumping on that project. Game about having a baby faster. We're not doing that. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's kind of it. Of like, we work. This is the way we work. We did the same thing with Unicycle Pizza. We do the same thing with all of our games, such as also Unicycle Pizza Time. It's like, could William have worked on this game? Maybe. But then we would have clashes in programming styles. William is, for lack of a better word, and I say this with the most love I can, very neurodivergent. He's been like, he got diagnosed with that as well, like an actual, like, we get a government grant because of how neurodivergent he is. Thomas, on the other hand, he kind of just puts shit in the hierarchy, and like, they have extremely different programming styles, where William was a little bit slower, but he can build up a lot of momentum long term, whereas Thomas can move very fast short term, and like, he still writes good code, but like, they have very different styles. And we got so stuck on shit like merge requests and all of that as well, and then like code reviews, that we just all decided, and we all prefer it as well, to just work on our own games, basically. Can't believe Aramus ripped off that guy's fishing game. Incremental game about making babies, maybe Genghis Khan Simulator. Get the world to 100% incest, and then you win. I also want to see how is Kyoto Anomaly doing in terms of reviews. Sales 77, 98% positive. So that's kind of why. What we did instead is that I told Thomas, look, Thomas, I used to work like kind of like, not like 50-50, I think like 60% or 70% MO98 and 30% on his game, which only the patrons know right now. I told him, like, look, with all of these wish lists we have right now, I think it doesn't make sense for me to work as much on your game. And he was like, yeah, fair point. I'm just gonna keep working on the game. So I just sat down with him like for like an hour or something. I played the game a bunch. I gave him a giant list of feedback and shit to implement. And he's like kind of good for 2-3 weeks now. And I can just focus on working on MMO98 as much as possible, which is why I've been able, like this list is just all MMO98 stuff, and this list is all MMO98 stuff. Because that is kind of what the focus is right now for me. I'm not splitting myself up between two projects. For Thomas and William, nothing really changes that much. Do you playtest the games together? So we have this weekly meeting, which we call the Bite Me Core, where we just, the three of us come together, and every week, like, we just talk about, like, hey, this is the latest build, go and give it a shot. This is what we worked on the last week, basically. And then we do like some mini play tests as well. Like, of course, the thing is, like, even Thomas has a better idea of what the game's about, but it still helps with getting some thoughts, some feedback, all of those things. Do you pluck your eyebrows routinely? I have never plucked my eyebrows. So yeah. Do developers get notifications or reviews? Developers get notifications or email when their game gets a new review? Steam doesn't support that. There is a tool. I don't know if it actually still exists. Steam Review Alert. They have a free tier. I got this signed up for overtime and normally. I think I used this a while back. This allows you to get notified when you get Steam discussions or reviews. And you have a free tier where once a day it checks and sends you an email if you get new reviews or community discussions. I don't know about the other pricing. We don't pay for it, at least, because I feel like it's not that. Like, I'm chronically refreshing our Steam pages anyway. And then in terms of community discussions, if you use Steam somewhat regularly, what you can do, I think you can do it for anything, is you can subscribe to forums. So I'm not subscribed to this forum, but for example, if I go to MMO98 and go to a few discussions, you can see, like, I'm here subscribed. Anytime a new comment or post gets made, this thing, like, shows up in green, and then I can see, like, it's a new notification. So I kind of know all of those things. Morning's just frame mogs his skincare routine. Tim, if you have to ask what is frame mogging, I think it's bedtime for you. I'm sorry. it's time for you to go to bed, old man. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's a very much a 6-7 thing. So you can do that if you want to get the reviews. And like actual game reviews, you can sign up for this thing as well. I mentioned this in one of the videos you once did of come on. I think it was called 8 websites you didn't know existed. Yeah, here. I think I mentioned it in here. Yeah, Steam Review Alerts. So talk about it here as well. I think they're pretty good. People really like this video as well. It's genuinely silly that Steam Review Alert needs to exist. It's something Steam should do as well. So yeah. Anyways, okay, that's that. Wow, this is so bright. This is like getting flashbanged. This is better. Okay. So that's kind of the thoughts there. We got some feedback. Winner joiner, what are you doing? By the way, I can research anonymous analytics, even though I don't have enough TB byte. 5, 5, 5, 4.8. This is fixed in the current build. There were some rounding issues. This is just like the values are getting rounded up. It's changed now. I'm aware of this. It has been fixed. Our version of the game. Perfect. Wishlist mocking. Seamus, you're here. You missed the part where we were speaking Chinese earlier. As far as I understand, mocking is just looking / being better, and frame is in your posture. Yeah. So it's part of like the clavicular frame. It's like the gesture maxing, frame mocking, clavicular frame mocked ASU. I think that was the one. This is gonna be miserable to find. Here, this was like Clev gets brutally frame mocked once again by ASU friendly. So this is like a guy who's like very much like peak aesthetics. And then he went to Arizona State University, and there was like some frat leader who was bigger than him. No, I don't think it was this guy. I think here. This was the frame mock, because he's just so much wider than clavicular. So that's what the mocking means, basically. Thank you also for the follow, easy peasy. We are doing God's game development talk here. He's not Arizona's brightest star. Yeah, but basically mocking someone is like, you're better. Is the guy that ends up being baldy? I have no idea. I don't follow the clavicular drama. Bolt maxing. I just think it's funny words. But yeah, I think this game just used, coming back to it, I think it used, I think the big crime, my statement on the Aramus versus a game about fishing in the ocean, is that you have the same as, I hope Sockhouse isn't here. Even if you are here, I hope you don't hate me. I think it's kind of awkward, because a game about feeding a black hole was made together with Tornity, who worked also on Click and Conquer. And Click and Conquer, to a certain degree, was also just a reskin of Dixium. Now, I think there's a big difference here, actually. I think there's a reason why Click and Conquer performed really well, while a game about fishing is, at the current rate, not going to perform well. And that is because Click and Conquer looks like it improves, looks better as a game than Dixium, is my hot take. As in, like, you have taken an existing formula and you have made it better, whether it's visually, mechanically, whatever. It looks better. Now, the Dixium looked good as well, don't get me wrong, but a game about fishing versus a game about a black hole, a game about feeding a black hole, a game about fishing in the ocean just objectively looks way worse in terms of visual style, font choices, and all of that than a game about feeding a black hole. And I think that is a criminal sin. If this game looked better, it would maybe be as less of a problem. The problem is it looks like this. So yeah. The fish game in the skill tree is exact identical as black hole, same names, effects, and placement. Yeah, it feels very questionable. Wait, where's the fish game? And then a game about feeding a black hole. Do we see like a skill tree? I'm not sure. Anyways, like, they took some stuff, they just made it worse. And I think that is kind of the problem. Girly pop fishing. Where you could probably take this game, a game about fishing in the ocean. Well, I wasn't even sure what game I was looking at for a second. And just like, if you made this look a lot better, or you maybe made this 3D, or you did something else with it, it could have been better. I think that's the big mistake. You didn't do better when you're copying something. So yeah, it's like, I don't mind this. I just mind that the game is not good enough. This looks like a biter game, a bite me viewer game, in the worst ways of what that means. You know what that means. So yeah. All they need to do is make the water not this ugly blue. I don't know though. Like, is this a case of any publicity is good publicity for a game about feeding a black hole? I don't think it actually. I think this is a case of it actually doesn't matter as much as you think it does. As in, I don't think a game about feeding a black hole is going to be selling more copies because of this in a meaningful manner. And I also don't think a game about fishing in the ocean is going to get any meaningful wishlist from this. So I think in this case, Aramis gets his $10 in AdSense. And that's about it. Like, yeah, he got 5,000 views. So it's about, yeah. Am I the only one who doesn't like the game about names? No, I hate them as well, don't worry. Because they're kind of redundant. It's already a game. What music is in the background? It's the Skyrim soundtrack. Oh, you can't see. It's Skyrim music in ambience day. It's not a good look for Tornity. I think Tornity is kind of very detached of it still. I think at the end of the day, it really does not matter that much. I had the genius pitch. Let me see if I can find it again. A game about... yeah. Here's my game idea. A game about making games about making numbers go up. That's my meta suggestion, where you just pump out incremental slop games on a platform called Beam, or whatever you want to call it. This is not going to be our next game, do not worry. I think it's a genuinely stupid idea to make games called a game about. But yeah, we're not making that game anytime soon. If you want to copy it, feel free to take it. A game about smoking a big blunt. Why could you not call that game Smoking a Big Blunt? At the end of the day. A game about game dev. Yeah, like, they're just very unoriginal almost. Yeah. Wait, am I missing some of the chat because I'm on live chat? Indian SFW is here. Yeah, Tornity is based, I see. Does demo work for Rage Game? Yeah. Always. Yeah, he made a video about stealing ideas, indeed, as well. A game about running Incremental Studio called a game about that makes games with stuff. That's too long of a name at this point. A game about XYZ, XYZ bound, XYZ shift. Yeah. Genghis Khan, baby. Incremental is still the best game so far. Thank you very much for your contribution. I don't know what we're gonna do there. I had this this stupid game idea. We're not gonna make it. It's stupid. It's like an incremental game about monkeys with typewriters. You know, like the monkey typewriter theory or theorem, where you just expand an army of monkeys. Here. A monkey with a typewriter given infinite time. Okay, we'll never... So the regular one is will recreate Shakespeare given enough time. Change my view. So this is the guy disagrees with it, basically. So that's kind of... they write Shakespeare, right? That's the thing. If you give them infinite... So the goal would be you just like recruit more and more monkeys and you feed them bananas or whatever. And you increase like the amount of words. And like the goal is like you win the game when you can recreate the entire works of Shakespeare. Which is basically like it's a random number game with extra steps. Of like you're just increasing the odds more and more. There's just sentence for a random generator. Indeed. Is it possible for him to write Shakespeare by randomly hitting keys? Obviously. So it is possible. It's like how the Library of Babel has every secret and life history already written. Yeah. But it's like the amount of like noise there is basically, it's not there. Genius idea, really. I don't think I'm gonna do it, Crovia, don't worry. If you want to take it, feel free to take it. But for Rage Game, the hype will be one, so no one will buy the full game version. Therefore, getting over it in a difficult game of Quiet Climb was not having any demos. I think you're objectively, factually wrong. Look at games like Paddle, Paddle, Paddle. Those games blew up from their demos. Do they still have the develop? I think they took the demo now down. But before release, they had the demo up for this game. They had a dedicated level for the demo. I think that's an important thing. Having dedicated demo levels separate from the full game levels, I think is a very important thing. I think that it is not true that you can only get people to be interested once. You just need to have enough time between demo and full game release. If you release a demo 1 month before the full game, you're missing out on the marketing beat. If you release the demo like half a year before the full game, I think you're more than solid in that case. Also, didn't the guy who made Getting Over It make a demo for Baby Steps? I'm not sure if Baby Steps has a demo. Maybe they took it down at this point. Related apps, Baby Steps demo. Yeah, okay, so there used to be a demo. I guess it got taken down, the full game released. So yeah, I think definitely, do you think keeping a demo indefinitely is better than pulling it out after getting validation and reviews? I think as long as the game is not out, you should keep it up unless it's like hopelessly outdated. But I think otherwise, keeping the demo up is very much still a move to do. After writing Shakespeare, you can then realize you can write state secrets. I have not played Mutagenics. I honestly haven't really been following much of like Mutagenics in general, because it's just such a not game for me, basically. Where I look at this and I'm like, yeah, I don't see it in my case. I know the game is like Edmund McMillan and Tyler Glale are like very amazing game designers, and the game clearly has a reason that it's very positive. But yeah, a game idea, a Tamagotchi, but you gotta improve the mood of a kid who just had their Tamagotchi die. I don't know what that means, but yeah. How many high potential game concepts does Bite Me have in the backlog? Bite Me has one, and then I have one. But they're not gonna happen anytime soon. TBOI had such a following. What's TBOI? Seal Climbing Simulator. John knows. I don't think we're gonna do Seal Climbing Simulator. No, we have one idea for another incremental game. Oh, The Binding of Isaac. Yeah, okay. But we're like, I'm gonna wait with that until we've released our first game. Then we're working on then I'm gonna go back to the game Thomas is working on, and then we're gonna go to the next potential incremental game, I think. And hopefully at that point we have enough revenue that I can maybe try to make a game that I just want to make, or like that I've been thinking about. But yeah, so currently the plan is releasing MO98 on the 20th of April. Oh, I also want to finish Pripyat Zero. That's not gonna happen on 27th of April, 1 week after MO98. Let me actually change this to a later date, because we are not releasing this and I do not want to suddenly have to miss it. Let's just put this at December 31st for now. Okay, now let's give this an actual date. When do I think I will release this game? Probably like September, because it's not really a priority, but I still want to release it. Perfect. Do I need to publish this? I hope you can eventually scale up to bigger games. I don't think I want to. Also, Halloween, before Halloween, definitely. So we would definitely have one game in the Steam Next Fest. One game currently is registered for June. Maybe two. Probably just one. Probably one for the Summer Next Fest, and then maybe 2 or 3 for the October one. Bite Me Games Boomer Shooter. I don't really have a good idea for a Boomer Shooter. I don't know what I would want to do exactly. Right now I'm contemplating if I should publish early build of my game on itch to gather feedback or polish visuals a bit and make a Steam page with trailer. Probably itch is going to be 100% the move for you right now. Mate Simulator is cancelled. Simtem, I recorded a Q&A video today on Patreon. It's gonna come out tomorrow, and I answer your question in there as well. So yeah. Someone also had... having only one concept in the backlog sounds a little dangerous. Oh, I have more concepts. Uncle World. I think there's just like one that we're kind of committed on, basically. I can finally unwrap my model. You just spent 2 hours on the weight painting. Poor you. Do you all look back fondly on Forge Industry? I always thought the game concept was charming, like Pikmin. I think the game concept was indeed charming. But we were just in way over our heads, and we didn't know the art. We didn't know the mechanics were still kind of problems as well. Do I look fondly on it? I don't know fondly. I don't hate it. But I think that's it. It's kind of like also like other ideas. We could go back to hard carry, for example. I don't think right now that's the move, but we have... we have enough game concepts. That is never the problem, I would say, for us. So Zoomer Dev, hi, I'm curious how long you consider to be the optimal timeline for making the games you want. I think for us, 4 to 6 months. Something like that. I wish you guys did devlogs. I freaking love devlogs. I have good news. North Korea Simulator. I don't know what North Korea Simulator means. There may be a devlog coming in May. Thomas wants to make a devlog. And I'm like, okay, you record it, I'll edit it. I don't know when it's gonna come out. He likes making devlogs. He said he had an idea, he's gonna record something. It may be dog shit. The idea is to release the devlog the moment that we announce the Steam page as well for the game. People are like, let's go. So it's gonna be some time. But there is going to be at least one devlog. Will you guys start working on other games this year? Yeah, 100%. Oh my god, are you going to record a roasting of the devlog while editing it? I do not know, John Warner. I don't think so. I don't know what I would talk about. Huge news in drops capture. I feel like this is not huge news. It's just a video. I don't know. It's just a devlog. You'll see when it comes out. I don't think it's gonna come out just yet, but last one was maybe Pew 26. I do not know what Pew 2026 is. Thomas is so childish for being the oldest. He's not the oldest. He's the middle child. William is like 27, 28. Thomas is 1 year younger than William, and I am 2 years or 3 years younger than... No, I am 2 years younger than Thomas. I think. We've had wife reveal. Will we have girlfriends reveal? You mean Thomas's girlfriend? Maybe by then it's his wife. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, I think the goal for 2026 would still be, after MMO98, at least 3 more games. They may not be big games. Like, for example, I would still want to release Pripyat Zero. Just in... I'm 25. I'm sorry, Gilmohar. I still want to release Pripyat Zero. It's just something that we needed a break from it. I think the game can still work. It's not gonna be $1 million game. I think it's more of like I want to release this game from the perspective of I want to close out the loops. I want to I don't want to keep like this project like open. I would rather like just wrap it up as something as well. I think one per next fest basically is indeed optimal. Maybe we can do 2 by like one of the other next fest or something. Will, I'm 25, not 22. Why is people like, you're 23? I started to bite me when I was 21. Yeah. So yeah. And then I have like some other ideas that I really want to revisit. Do you guys remember Breachkeeper? But this would be like a game that I would probably like solo develop from like the yacht, when I don't really have to worry that much about like profitability or like deadlines or whatever, because this is a game that like on a monetary aspect doing this full time would not make sense because it's PSX horror. But from a perspective of I like this concept, it does make kind of sense. So yeah. You also have ideas for bigger games? Not really. Hey Sockhouse, whatever you do, do not look back earlier in the stream. But happy to see you. You have taken some quality time from chilling at the pool to join us here as well. Do I have ideas for bigger games? I don't really think I want to do bigger games. I really like what I'm doing here now. And I like the fact that I can release games in a short amount of time as well. And not be stuck. I would rather do like 10 different game ideas than one big game idea that like I'm supposedly enjoying more. Have you ever contemplated about the incremental genre being hot right now and whether we're already at the tail end for developing one? I think we're not at the tail end for certain genres. I think certain kinds, like the game about feeding a black hole likes, yeah, I think you're at the tail end. But I think like a game like MO98 is still going to perform 5 years from now almost. So yeah, like not like I think it's kind of like incremental games have been around for so long. It just comes and goes, and there's like different styles of incremental games. But could you not make a bigger game and a lot of smaller ones? The bigger one would be more like work on it if you feel like it, but I don't feel like it. Like this is a game that my Unity started up. This hasn't been opened in so long. I still don't know what to do with this. I just think it's like a very cool environment where the idea is like, do you guys know that green text of it's like the AI generated bottomless pit supervisor. POV, your first day as the bottomless pit supervisor. Basically, this like meme in charge of making sure the bottomless pit is in fact bottomless. This kind of is like a game combined with the Gorge. Spoilers for the Gorge, but I think this was a very good like turn off your not turn off your brain. I think it was a good movie, even though it's not like the craziest thing. Basically, those two things combined as a PSX horror game is still like an idea that I really like. And then I like worked on this a while back, where it kind of has some of the overtime anomaly aspect as well of like you're running this like old Soviet bunker. And you have to like maintain like your water pumps and whatever whilst making sure that nothing comes out of the pit. But I kind of like wait this in like a few days or something. I think like I even made like, yeah, a night system. But I never really figured out like what I really wanted to do. Also, like visually, this doesn't look really that great. Like there was like the idea of like there's like some guns, like old steampunk, not like steampunk, but like Soviet style, like meshed together guns on the side that you can like control with these panels. I think this is a very shitty CCTV that doesn't actually work and things like that. A horror like job simulator. So that was kind of the idea. But this is a game that I do not see perform well financially, and we're at the point right now with the studio where we needed a game that performs well financially. We're still like burning money right now, basically. So this would be like kind of the retirement game for me. A game where you go down a pit would go hard. So that was another thing where indeed, like right now, the pit. Why can I not move around? Huh. Oh, I'm just like super slow. Like that was indeed like an idea of like, what if you could actually go down the pit and like scavenge for resources or whatever? Huh. This is weird controls. I had like some ideas. I didn't know what I wanted to do with this, and I realized like, look, we have more priority things to do. We also have a washroom. Do you focus on replayability or story? That was another thing. I don't know what I wanted to go for with this one. We probably wanted to do like some voice acting or whatever. Anyways, doesn't matter. We're not going to work on that anytime soon. Some horror like Job Simulator. Yeah. What game is that? That's Breachkeeper. It's a game I like prototyped a little bit more than half a year ago, I think, at this point. I think the new games of Bite Me will be the genres of Unicycle Pizza Time. God, I realized there is just so much like, not like shit, but I came across this game here. Everything is a rage game now. I saw this and I'm like, bro, what the fuck are we making at this point? It's a game where you're two hamsters in like hamster wheels. And that's like chained together like. And I'm like, what have we gotten to? Where I feel like every 2 days, it's also like log riders. Someone comes up with these goddamn AI generated rage game ideas. Like Log Riders was still honestly a pretty good one, but I honestly despise these kinds of race games where it's just a bunch of shit floating in the air. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these Fever Dream rage games. I think I focus on gameplay mainly, not replayability or story maybe. Throw every random asset into the sky. What's level design? Indeed. There's not only one of these hamster wheel games, there's two being built simultaneously. Are you serious? This looks like an exploded asset store. Yeah. So I didn't know this was a game as well. This was very funny. Hamster Hunter, where you just kill fucking hamsters. And it has so many goddamn reviews. This guy's written a story about the hamster wheel game. I found this one, Hamsteria, but it has no comments. So what is this capsule? Oh, well. And it's like, I don't know if I want to make this. I want to make a little bit better rage games, but I don't know exactly like what would be like the next rage game. I think you cannot force a good streamer bait game, is what I think the best ways that I can describe it. Anyone know websites with royalty-free and copyright-safe music / sound effects? You're forgetting about the very best one. Itch.io. Game assets. And then I think you can just look up music. There's a lot of good stuff on itch.io. Do not sleep on it. And a lot of it is even like free. You don't want RPG. Like, what would you want in your case? Soundscape and ambient music pack. This may not be like spacey enough. Does this work? Meh. It kind of still can work. It's a little bit too dark, I would say. Are you not interested in Friend Slop? We are not adding twists. The problem with this royalty-free music is, are they YouTube safe? They generally are. And you can always just upload it on your private account. And then if it gets copyright claimed, you know it. But we used HIO music for Magical Girl Guardians, although that didn't get released. We used it for My Virtual Friend. We used HIO music for Kyoto Anomaly. We used it a lot. Also, the game I was showing earlier, Breachkeeper, uses also the Pizza Doggy. That's why you know him. Like these guys as PSX assets. It's a pretty common asset pack, basically. But like I use their sound effects as well in music. Yeah, this is the one that we use for what's it called? Kyoto normally uses this asset pack, for example. And it's like free, basically always. How about UPT double team? I don't know what we would do there. But yeah, there is just so much on itch.io that people seemingly do not seem to want to like acknowledge the existence of. And even if it's paid, it's like $12. It's often way cheaper because you have like the humble. I don't even know. I haven't looked at the humble bundles in so long. If I go to like software, extreme game dev bundle, game audio collection. Holy shit, they have so much cinematic game audio. Maximum chill music bundle. But a lot of the times they're kind of still ass. Where you get so much, but you also kind of get nothing at the same time. Is the new APT level development being put on hold? No, not really. It's just a one stream. It's just something that doesn't take that much time, and I'm just doing it as kind of like a side thing. I'm not spending like brain capacity that's not on stream on that game because it doesn't need that many hours, so I can just like chill. Like the current timeline is to release it by the end of May, so we have enough time to kind of just do it chill. Final showdown. Like these are like, yeah, sure, maybe you have music, but it's like this is just. This sounds horrible. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot what each one has, so it becomes useless. Yeah, it takes too much time to kind of like manage all the soundtracks. So that's why I would rather like just look at the music here, basically. Also, the game Thomas is working on, I guess more spoilers, also uses music. Here, we use this one. This is the music for the game Thomas is working on as well, which is also, once again, free. That you can use whatever you want. And it's also, we tested it out, it's like also content safe. It's probably mostly AI generated music. I mean, for these ones, maybe. Like you also have like Ovani sound. But like I only got them from the Humble Bundles. I never even I didn't really get much good stuff from them in the Humble Bundles. Even when I was like, oh, this is music that really fits me. I always get better results on itch.io, honestly. It's just better and bigger, I would say. Yeah, there are so many good assets on the itch.io. Where I also don't really look that much late, like our icons. Or is it like this is the one that we use for MO98? And then I don't know, there was also like maybe it's Windows 95 that I should look up. Someone that did like icons as well, retro icons. I can't seem to find it immediately. There's a lot of good stuff as well. SFX always sound so great until you get them in your project. I don't really have that problem. I guess that's a little bit of a skill issue, Sockhouse. But yeah. How proficient are the programmers on your team in vector mathematics and quaternions? I think Thomas is pretty good because he likes that stuff. He likes mod. William, I don't know. We never really had that much need for it. I know Thomas is decent. We just don't really have that much use for it, basically. I've seen a post about AI generated 50k character pack. Yeah. There is some AI generated stuff, but generally it's also pretty... I know which one you're talking about. I honestly don't know how it got like that many sales or whatever. Let me see if I can find it. If I look up search attack characters. Like if I look up characters, I do not find that specific like AI generated asset pack at all. And I'm looking at like popular top sellers. Oh, thank you very much, H.io. Top sellers. Like this is just regular asset packs and mainly like pixel art. So I'm not really sure if it's like actually a genuine top seller or not, because I would expect to be able to see it faster. Like I know you have it also if you look like backgrounds in visual novel, there's like a lot of like AI stuff. But if you just use like regular filtering, you often find a lot of like decent stuff still as well. Yeah, I don't really find any big AI slop. Maybe these ones? I'm not sure. I feel like these... are these real pixel art? That's when it gets like more confusing on like first glance. But yeah. Hey Schmicky, you joined us at the perfect time because I was just going to announce that we're going to end the stream soon. So I hope you've been having a good day. I think those are the main things that I wanted to talk about today. So yeah, I don't know what else we oh damn, I don't really have much else planned for now. If you have any questions, now's the time I guess to ask, and otherwise it's just gotta be for another time. We're gonna be streaming again. I'm honestly not sure if I'm gonna do, like, we have a stream planned. I somehow decided that let me zoom out, that we are doing another stream tomorrow. Gomahar, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do this, maybe we won't do this. I'm not 100% sure yet how I feel on it. I should do it. You still live in Japan? I still do. It's my permanent location now. We'll see, Gomahar. I'm gonna meditate on it tomorrow. I think it depends a little bit on how much sense it makes, or like how my workday is otherwise. Are you attending GDC? I am not. No way. Let me see if I can find it. I once made a notepad of like some calculations of like events. Let me see from... if I look up GDC, maybe I'm gonna find it. Here, yeah. So this was, I did some calculations this year for like certain events. Like if I want to go to, oh yeah, I can't see it. So these are some of the events. I actually did go to Unity U Day. I did pay that myself. Gamescom would be around 1,550 euros. I think the flights are actually going to be way more. Train and hotel. Gamescom is going to happen. No matter what. Like, we'll get a sponsor for it. I'll give out not free blowjobs. I'll give out blowjobs, whatever. Gamescom is going to happen. Develop Brighton is an event that I would like to go to. but I cannot get a business case for of like, we are not going to be earning the money back. Also, the hotels in Brighton are disgustingly expensive. And a flight to Gatwick, like my geographic location is a little bit of an issue, kind of. Bit Summit, we're gonna go. This is kind of weird mod. This is actually if William would come. Bit Summit is already arranged because Bit Summit is like a 1.5 hour train ride from where I am at. It's very easy. This would be if William would be coming as well. Taipei Game Show, we actually missed this one because I'm waiting on some visa stuff. And then we have like the GDC calculation. And it's like, I could go either to GDC or I could go to like 3 other events. Basically. Where hotel, fucking expensive. Flights, kind of expensive. Food, it's San Francisco. Like the other events, I don't calculate in food because it's like, I just like for Gamescom, I just drive to the Lidl. And I get myself some bread and I just like get some, I make my food very cheap there. Like all of these events, like I just pay them myself. Like when I went to develop Brighton 2 years ago, I just like, lunch was included in the ticket. And then for dinner, I just grinded the Tesco meal, not the Tesco meal deals, the Sainsbury meal deals. Bit Summit, once again, is just like, it's cheap food. Didn't go to Taiwan because this event has already happened. And then yeah, GDC, like, San Francisco, I think like 250 euros for 5 days or 4 days is even like not enough, even if I try to live brokey. And then GDC also does not provide press passes. I wouldn't get a free pass, so I would actually have to pay for it even. So there is just no way where it would make sense for me to pay this much money to go to GDC because this is also more than what a sponsor would pay in terms of sponsorship money. So we would still lose money on it. And I think GDC is also just not an event that really matters that much for our audience. I think Gamescom offers a lot more value because we combine this also with Gamescom Dev, which is like, there's a lot of content I can make here that makes it worth it. Develop Brighton has less content, but has a way better vibe, I would say. And is like more tight-knit. And I can do a collab with Indie Game Clinic. But I think otherwise it doesn't also make sense. So yeah, that's kind of the event list. Like there's some other ones. I think it's called like Busan Indie Connect. I don't know exactly when this is. I think this actually overlaps with this is like very close, yeah, indeed, to when Gamescom is. So probably I couldn't combine those two. I kind of want to do a little bit more of the like random like Asian ones. Like Busan Indie Connect sounds like a pretty chill one. It's a pretty big one still in Korea. You also have like Gamescom Asia is one that's maybe like, I don't know. This is November 2026. This is like closer than actual Gamescom. I have never been here. I do not know how valuable it would be. They also don't have that much of like a Gamescom dev thing. Any good games-related events in Japan in June, July? Not June, July. You just missed Bit Summit. Bit Summit is at the end of May. That's the big one. It's Bit Summit and Tokyo Game Show. And Tokyo Game Show is in September. So this is, yeah, 22, 23, 24th of May. Those are the good. This is the peak one. So yeah, those are some of the updates, I guess, on that regard. But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you everyone for having tuned in. Are you coming to Japan, John Warner? Hit me up and maybe we'll work out something. I have given a lot of like Osaka tour guides to Bite Me viewers at this point. I can start a second business with that. It's like a hybrid of let's talk about your game and also let's eat some takoyaki and do that. Chill at the onsen with our balls out. At least one Bite Me viewer has seen them. So now you know. He wasn't even a Patreon. Can you believe that? Anyways, I should wrap up the live stream. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.